It was the 16th century in the historical town of Pontefract when a disgraced monk was hanged at the town gallows for the sexual assault and murder of several young girls. His body was discarded down the same well as his victims, and over the next 100 or so years, houses were built around the area, and council estates soon spread throughout the town, covering up the bloodstains of Pontefract's past. The well that ultimately became the monk's final resting place will now forever live under 30 East Drive. Paranormal activity would soon begin, and in 1966, an unsuspecting family moved in and saw firsthand the ghostly happenings, including well-shaped puddles in the kitchen, scratches on the occupants, as well as the youngest child being dragged up the stairs by her hair. The Black Monk of Pontefract, or Mr. Nobody as he is sometimes called, became a common ghost story in the area, said to be a violent poltergeist that scares off anybody who dares to stay the night. But what if the Black Monk of Pontefract wasn't just a ghost story?
I thought I saw something. Oh, on the stairs.
What the fuck?
Hell.
Oh my god.
Entity behind him.
This is one of the most haunted houses in the world.
I think I say brave.
Bring it to me.
Oh my god. Guys, what in the world possessed me to stay the night by myself in England's most haunted home with the world's Europe's most violent poltergeist inside? I haven't even looked around just yet. I want to show you guys myself, but if there's fear in my voice, just know I'm scared. Also, I did not bring my ring light. I was not carrying that on the train. So I'm going to have to make do with the natural lighting, which there is barely any. It is so dark in this house. Even the windows have things over them to make it darker, which is great. But yeah, honestly, as soon as I walked in, oh, I had the bravest of intentions. But welcome, my beautiful friends, to 30 East Drive. The worst part is that I've signed a waiver banning alcohol from being taken into the property, so I have to do this one sober. I understand it's for safety, but I'm in a haunted fucking house, which that itself is not very fucking safe, is it? Hi, welcome back to How to Train Your Gavin. Yeah, as I've mentioned, I am in 30 East Drive, a very normal looking council house on the outside and kind of frozen in time on the inside. I will show you, I will give you a tour. I have not been upstairs just yet and I don't want to go up. I swear to God, I don't want to go up. This place is rumored to be very, very haunted, and it's a popular place that a lot of paranormal investigators have come and investigated, including the TV show Most Haunted. But yes, Yvette Fielding herself has been in this house. There's a couple of flies flying about as well, so if you see something flying past, it could be a fly or it could be a ghost. But yeah, dozens of people have been here before trying to find out whether this place is haunted by the Black Monk of Pontefract. That's the first time I've said that out loud inside this house, and I just hope that saying that itself doesn't manifest something. This door here is, I'll show you, but this door here, because it's sort of glass, a lot of times shadows can be seen walking past it. A lot of people have reported that. I'm not here to prove anything though. You know me, I'm just here to have a good time. I'm not a professional paranormal investigator. I just do that for fun. For some reason, I do it for fun. And nothing might happen while I'm here. Absolutely nothing might happen, which is absolutely fine. Did you hear that, Mr. Monk? Absolutely fine if nothing happens. The most important thing for me is that you have fun, that I have fun, which is going to be very fucking hard because I'm shitting my knickers. On the train here, I actually started reading the Black Monk of Pontefract official book that the owner of this house, I believe, co-wrote. And there is actually a warning in that book about coming here. The warning is, if you decide to cross the threshold into this seemingly peaceful house, be aware that you are walking into a world which we know very little about. And because of that, I can never fully tell you what you're up against. Maybe one day we will be able to explain how all of this works. Maybe it has nothing to do with what we call the afterlife or what a demonologist would label a demon, but it doesn't change the fact that a phenomenon that defies the laws of science is happening within the walls of 30 East Drive. You what? And I probably should have read this book before I booked this place, in all honesty. Speaking of trying to survive the night here, I did ask my very, very favourite paranormal investigator on YouTube, Amy from Amy's Scribd, if she could send me some hints and tips on how to survive the night at 30 East Drive. Take a look.
Hey Gavin, so I'm filming a little video for you because I heard you are staying overnight at 30 East Drive. You realise this is one of the most haunted houses in the world and you're staying there alone. So I just wanted to say it was really nice to know you and rest in peace. All jokes aside, you're actually going to be fine. I personally believe this house is very active with the paranormal. I don't necessarily know who or what is haunting this house, but I really feel like it has something to do with the energy that all the visitors, all the investigators that pass through this property bring with them. So I think it's going to be an interesting one for you, but I know that you can hack it. You've done Chillingham Castle, so you got this. So this video is more to pump you up and get you ready for the overnight stay because I think it's an incredible place and I really do feel like you'll have a good time. As far as the paranormal goes, and for some tips, words of advice, I would just watch really carefully your own energy, how you're thinking, feeling, that kind of thing when you're in this place. Definitely come in with the right mindset because as I said, I really believe there's something to do with the energy there. So maybe if you come in with a bit more positivity, that's what you'll pull out of the place. If you come in very fearful and with a negative mindset, then that might be what you're feeding the house. I would also pay close attention to the staircase. For myself and my husband Jared, who stayed there last year, we did have a lot of really strange things happen and some of them did center around the staircase. I don't know if that's like the liminal space between the upstairs, downstairs that just helps, you know, produce more activity. I don't know what it is about it, but I would definitely watch yourself around the staircase. And, you know, if you're going to reach out, I really think that that's the place to do it. I also had a friend, a fellow investigator who stayed there quite recently by herself also, and she was doing a live stream paranormal investigation and a doll that she had perched at the top of the staircase actually slid down on its own a couple of steps. So I definitely think there is something to the poltergeist activity happening there and definitely look at the staircase. Other than that, just have fun with it, be safe, watch your back, and you got this.
I mean, it's all fine and well trying to not be scared, but honestly, that pathway up to the house, the dread set in. So I don't know if the energy that I'm going to be putting into this place is wholly going to be positive, unfortunately. Try as I may. And who Amy was talking about with the investigation with the doll on the stairs, that was Adelaide's Haunted Horizons. So yeah, the staircase is freaking me out, which is why I haven't been anywhere near it since walking through the front door, which is why you're coming with me. Look, if I have to do it, we're doing it together. Okay, I did read a book on the train on the way here, not the Black Monk of Pontefract. I did start it, but I haven't finished it. But there was a different book that I started reading because the goal here, in what I usually do, if you're new to my channel, then I do try and book stays at haunted places or scary places and read something spooky and scary to further creep me out. And 30 East Drive is on the agenda today, so I did read something on the train here. I am reading something while I'm here too, which I'll talk about later, and I will tell you what I thought about the book I read on the train and all of that. I think we should do the tour now. I think I've delayed it enough, and I don't want to get too dark before I go upstairs and have a look around because there's just no chance in hell I'm going to go upstairs later. Absolutely not. I'm going to show you around and then I'll also tell you some like ghost stories. Right, let's do this. Okay, here I am, guys. This is the front door. I will do a proper tour outside here as well. Not when it's so bright and people are watching. But come on inside, come on inside. This is my crib. Welcome to my crib. So you come in here, front door, toilet. This is the coal room. This, I believe, is where they used to keep the coal. Way back when. It stinks. It's very, very moldy in here. I doubt I will stay in here or do anything in here. It's like really quite a lot. It's like gone in my mouth, that has. But that's that there. It's quite smelly in here too, I'm not going to lie. But this has like just a place of a reprieve for any guests who find it a bit too much, you know, sitting here. And it does have a lot of photos and things, and as well as actual newspapers of things that have happened here that made the news. So the Black Monk of Pontefract, before they realised it was a monk, they called the ghost or the spirit Mr. Nobody. And the family here ended up calling him Fred to try and, you know, normalise him, make him less scary, because Mr. Nobody is a terrifying name for anyone. Some photos that people have submitted themselves. I believe that is Jean Pritchard or Jean Pritchard. I actually don't have any internet in this house right now. There is no Wi-Fi. My internet is really, really bad. But yeah, she is one of the people who used to live here. It's either Joan or Jean. I will try and get the internet to work. I might have to go outside and try it. But yeah, that is her with the book Poltergeist by Colin Wilson, who wrote about the poltergeist that lived here, the Pontefract poltergeist. This is apparently of the spirit that lives here, through that door in the living room that I showed you, through the glass. Apparently. Another of potential phenomenon. The stairs, as you heard from Amy, very active. There was a 2012 horror film made about this place called When the Lights Went Out. I watched it with my patrons the other night, which was, I mean, the film itself is alright. It's not like amazing, but it definitely got me in the mood and got me hyped. And it caught a motion sensor camera. I don't know about you guys, but like, that's a lot. That is a lot. I don't know if I believe it, because that is just a lot to have been caught on a camera. Like, I've started to shake there. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and keep this as steady as possible, but I will be shaking the more that we go on. And yeah, just a little bit of a random room there. And then through here, we go into the kitchen. And yeah, just a normal looking kitchen. Very, very old, very standard. But yeah, everything is sort of like frozen in time. And as you can see, like, it's definitely gotten, well, it's very dark in here. But yeah, just your standard kind of kitchen. There's me shitting myself. But yeah, just some random things. Piano. Very, very cool looking piano. This is a cabinet, I believe, people have stolen from 30 East Drive. I'll have to turn the brightness up again. Yeah, some people in the past have stolen things from here and then sent them straight back when it seemed like they were getting haunted at home. All the pebbles have been returned from people who did not believe in the house, with notes begging forgiveness for taking them. Oh, coal as well have been returned, asking people to forgive them for taking them too. Just rather scary to think about. I'm not taking anything, don't you worry. Don't you worry, Mr. Monk. I ain't taking nothing. But yeah, just... And then this is the living room in here, which is just so old looking and just kind of scary, not gonna lie. Just look at this little clown thing. Like, why? Why would you have clowns? Why would you have clowns here? Yeah, a nice little place to read the Bible. We got ourselves a cross there. Me in the mirror. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Some family photos. Very nice. Fireplace. And this doesn't have an actual TV. This is just well, I don't know what it is. Just a... Oh wait, no, hang on. It does have a TV. It's a flat screen. Okay. That does ruin the vibe a little bit, doesn't it? We'll not look at that. Remember, time will come when we must give account to God how we on earth to live. Scary. I don't know who this is. Oh, Joe Pritchard. Oh, it's the... Oh, and Jean. Okay, so it was Jean. Okay, perfect, yes. So there's Jean and Joe Pritchard. A true lady of number 30. Thank you for allowing your true story to be told. Remembered by everyone who visited 30 East Drive. Oh, and those must be Joe's glasses. Wow. And I believe Joe died here as well. Joe and Jean, even though they were haunted for a very long time, still ended up living here. And I believe He died here in the actual house. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm shaking. Seriously, it's too much. Again, like with the brightness, I'm so sorry. But there are old records here. Very cool. We have some VHS tapes there too. Gosh, who remembers VHS tapes? I know I do. I see The Twilight Zone. I see The Believers. I see some horror films. Oh, there's a couple of books down here as well. What are these? Oh, I think it's just... Oh, Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. Okay. And what's this one? King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Nice. This is probably where I'm going to do most of my reading, to be honest. The glass door, again. Keep your eye on that. Mirror. Can you see the monk? There's like a little painting of a monk on there. I don't know if that's the actual monk who owns this place or not, but scary anyway. Right, okay. I think it's time to maybe try going upstairs. I've got this. I do. I got this. Other side of the door there. And what I'm telling you guys, I seriously haven't been past here since coming in. I'm telling you, I have not been past here. This must be some kind of under the stairs cupboard. Like, even though it is middle of the day, it is just so dark. So dark. There's like some paintings. What in the world? What is it? This must be some kind of ball that maybe someone else has left here. Oh, there's a couple more on the floor, actually. Again, you can't really see. Yeah, there's a couple more on the floor there. Oh, and there's another one on there too. I don't know why all of these are randomly. Oh, there's a handbag. What? Let's just grab these. I could probably end up using these later. Pop them on there. Pop them on there for now. And I could always... What the fuck? Why in the world is there a little pram at the top of the stairs for? Or buggy, or whatever you want to call it. Does anyone else think that clock looks like it's about to fall over? Like literally just one push and that would fall forward. It looks like it's just not straight at all. Oh my god, I do not want to go up there. I do not want to go up there. I think this was the original front door, which obviously is still there, but nobody uses it. Nobody goes in and out through it. Another sort of monk there. My fucking scared horse. Okay, does this mean it's time to go upstairs? Oh god, okay, right, it's time to go up. Okay. Oh, safety first. I'm not really scared, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Mr. Monk. And there's more of those balls. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem too bad up here now. Doesn't seem too bad. Another one of those balls, wow. They're everywhere. Yeah. Down the stairs. There are 3 bedrooms. Well, there's a bathroom here first. Let's just look at the bathroom. Oh, that looks like it's been damaged. Just a standard bathroom, I believe. Don't know if anything happens in there. That bedroom has already creeped me out. With that big ass portrait, which again you probably can't even see. I apologise. There we go. But yeah, that clock does look like it'll fall over at any given time. Okay, attic, most likely. This is one of the rooms. I say they've taken off. I'm gonna have to close all of these windows, I think, because that'll just end up creeping me out tonight. I just know it. Yeah, nothing has any bedding. Oh. It honestly does feel a little bit like a 70%. Oh my god, books. Let's have a look at the books. Oh my god, what's here? We have... It's that Oh Kidnapped by R.L. Stevenson. We have Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Lovely. Peter Kay, The Sound of Laughter. Okay, weird. Fairies album. Cool. I mean, I don't think I'll read any of these while I'm here. Although Wuthering Heights actually would be a good thing to read. I feel like I should close these windows now, to be honest. I literally do not want any surprises. Whoa, I just almost went through the bed. Okay, closed. There's stuff everywhere, like really random. It's like a kid's toy. Kid's toy here. I don't know if maybe Fred likes to play with it. More of those balls though. Now I'm going to put these on the floor. And there, in front of the chair. And then we'll come back later, see if it moves. But in here, actually, is a boiler, but apparently there's a portal here. It's a fucking boiler. But yeah, that's closed. Okay. Okay, I'm getting less scared now that I'm up here. Okay, let's go into this room. Oh my god. I'll turn the light on because I feel like it's just too dark. Oh. Okay, yeah, there's dolls. There's a creepy portrait. I believe this is the room where the bear got trashed too. Looks like the carpet's being pulled up too. Like, it hasn't been trashed recently though, I don't think. Some horses, a dollhouse. Okay, look at that though. I mean, Minnie Mouse is quite nice though. But this doll... Why? That doll? That doll too? Why? That creepy doll now? Jeez. 17th century nun's prayer. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Last room. I believe this was the parents' bedroom. Oof. Oh no. More dolls. It is like very bright in this room. It's so dark in the other ones, but this one it's very bright. What's this? Oh. This says, "Hello, this is Nora. She's been donated. She is not very nice. She has moved in a friend house and scratched on door. Please respect her," maybe? Keeping an eye on you. This seems to be like a headless priest there too. Great. These two creepy ass bitches. Oh god. I feel like this might be a good place to do a little ghosty update. Oh god, I'm roasting. Great, I've actually got better reception up here than downstairs. So I don't know if you've been to Pontefract, but I was so taken by the fact that there were so many hills. And apparently, you know, these hills have historic significance because they had a commanding vantage point over the former royalist stronghold of Pontefract Castle. It's open to debate, but any local historian would have taken care to point out that the land on which the new estate was being built was a former battleground, the site of 3 bloody clashes during the English Civil War. So a lot of bloodshed in the area, and, you know, over time the place was built over by, you know, council estates and housing for people. So a lot of the blood-stained past of Pontefract was covered up by these houses. And I'm getting a lot of my information from online, from podcasts, from that Black Monk of Pontefract book. And so yeah, the legend goes that there was a monk who sexually assaulted and murdered girls and threw them down a well, which ended up being his final resting place too, when he himself was murdered and disposed of down the well. When the housing estates were being built in this area, it seems as though that well falls underneath this very house, 30 East Drive. So I do think it was like the 1950s when this part of the East Drive was built and this house was erected. And sorry, it was a bird laughing. and the well was just covered up. And if you read that Black Monk of Pontefract book, there are stories about builders who had been under the floor, and somebody actually went all the way down inside the well and found a gold ring at the bottom. So the well does exist, and it lends into the hauntings of the Pritchard family. As you saw downstairs, there was Joe and Jean Pritchard. They moved in I believe, 1966. My internet's been very, very slow, so I can't really get it up. I can't get it up. But they did move in with their 2 children, and everything didn't seem normal from pretty much the very beginning. In the kitchen, there were these very perfectly circular puddles that would keep appearing, and no matter how many times they tried to get rid of these puddles, they just wouldn't go. And, you know, they got people in, they got actual water people to see what the problem is, and the puddles just couldn't be explained. And because these puddles were perfectly round shapes, does that not remind you of like the rim of a well? So also there were just like things being moved, there were people being scratched and clawed, and the youngest of the Pritchard family, she was dragged up the stairs by her hair in front of her mother and her brother. The whole thing absolutely shook them up. That's when it started to make the papers, the local papers, and you know, she would have, well, the youngest would have like marks on her neck, and it just seemed to be an extremely violent poltergeist, which I don't know if you've heard of the Enfield poltergeist, I think it's called, which inspired The Conjuring 2. It's a similar sort of thing. The first sighting of the infamous Black Monk was made by Joe and Jean as they lay in bed one night. So it would have been in this very room. They would have been lying, well, I don't know where the bed was then, but they would have been lying here when the bedroom door had just opened itself, and the astonished couple caught sight of a dark robed figure standing in the doorway. So it would have been them probably sleeping together, and if they could see the door open, and the door had opened and they saw a black robed figure right there. So before that, I believe he was referred to as Mr. Nobody, or Fred. And then I think when they realised it was a black robed being, that's when they realised, oh, it's a monk. Researched it, and I believe a lot of local investigators researched it, coming across the legend or the story of the Black Monk of Pontefract, who was kind of buried under this house in that well. So there the legend was born. And you know, over the years there have been a lot of hauntings and a lot of things moving on their own and stuff like that. And as I said before as well, when Adelaide's Haunted Horizons were here, the doll flipped and fell down the stairs. I will also probably put some of the dolls on the stairs to see if anything happens with them later. But yeah, just lots of violent poltergeist activity. Fun! I really didn't want to do an update in this room, to be honest, but here we go. So that book that I read on the train was a very short novella, horror novella, called The Night Sun by Zin E. Rocklyn. And I cannot say too much about it because it's literally like, what, 70 pages? And oh my, it took such a turn. I do not even know how to comprehend my feelings toward that book. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there is a couple, a married couple, and they're on their way to a remote log cabin. And the very, very first page, which I think is okay to mention, very first page, in fact, very first sentence of this book, they have accidentally killed a deer. And the description of that, and even further into the book too, the descriptions are so visceral and violent and bloody and gory that it made me so uncomfortable. It would have been perfect to have read here, to be honest, but I did want to at least have read one book and talk about it here, because I want to try and read the next book, which I'll talk about in a minute. I did want to read the next book while I'm here too, but I want to make sure that I actually had read something, because I don't seem to read good stuff when I go on my haunted adventures, so I wanted to have at least been able to talk about one thing. So The Night Sun was very, very good. It was very good, but it just took a turn I did not expect, and I was like, what is actually happening here? I feel like it's something that you will need to read more than once in order to comprehend everything that happened in it. But it was scary. It got under my skin, and it was so good. I would definitely recommend it. It is weird. It's a very, very weird book, but also there's a huge trigger warning for domestic violence, so I wouldn't recommend it if you are sensitive to that subject. But other than that, it was genuinely such a riveting read, and I read it so quickly on the train too. I was like, oh my god. But I thought it was great. I thought it was so great. I rushed that a little bit because I just want to go downstairs now. Oh my god. It's 2 for Tuesdays at Domino's, isn't it? It's Tuesday today, so I was wondering what I should order. 2 for Tuesday. It's Tuesday, June 13th today. 2 for bloody Tuesday. Here I come. Although, is that too much? Do you want anything? I'm genuinely not even kidding. I'm getting Domino's. Actually, I don't think this one has two for Tuesday. I don't think I need 2 pizzas. Let's go on the actual Domino's app. Let's see if this actually does it. Okay, I'm using the actual app. I'm not using Just Eat. Okay, not that you need to know any of this. It's ordered. It's on its way. As I said, I'm not really that hungry yet, but it's pizza. I don't mind it cold, and I can have it all night long. I've got the entire house from 6 p.m. to midday tomorrow. There's no chance I want to sleep, so I'm doing an all-nighter tonight, so I need to think about what I'm going to be doing at like 3 a.m. if I've got the munchies. Also, again, I'm so sorry for this lighting. I do have the big light on, but I've also got my flashlight, but I don't know, does that help if I shine it at the wall? Okay, that seems to be okay. Okay, while I wait for the Dominoes to come, I may as well tell you about the book that I plan on reading while I'm here. Nun Massacre by Regina Watts. I wanted something that was going to be really scary, something quite short. I wanted something that was kind of relevant to the legend of the Black Monk when here. I couldn't find anything scary that was like a ghost story that involved a monk. So this was like the next best option. I'm really excited to read it. I did say this one on Kash's Book Cemetery's channel. It looks so much fun. This is said to be like a slasher film, like one of the like really corny old slasher films. It's set in 1978, which I believe is the same year that Halloween came out. And it follows a group of friends who have just graduated high school, and they decide to go to this abandoned school where decades earlier all of the students and the nuns that were there were massacred, and the person who did it was never caught. So these friends end up going there. They don't know something still stalks the halls of St. Celia's. Soon after they arrive, the bodies start piling up. Like, that sounds like my favourite type of horror film. I love slashers so much, but it's so hard to get really, really good ones. So if there's like a book equivalent of that, then I'm all for this. You can't even really see the cover, can you? Let me just shine a light on it. There we go, Nun Massacre. Ooh. So as I wait for my Dominoes to come, I will start reading, and yeah, we'll see if anything happens. After reviewing the footage, I don't think anything really happens as I'm reading. However, there were a few noises that I didn't even hear at the time, but I'm hearing it through the playback. Don't worry, I'm not going to do any jokes or jump scares. But these noises, and you might have to turn your headphones up or turn your volume up to hear these. These noises do sound like they are coming from inside the house, either from another room or from upstairs. I genuinely do not know how I didn't hear those noises because that was so loud. But here are a couple of other noises that I can hear through the playback that I don't think I heard at the time. Again, you might have to turn your volume right up in order to hear those, but yeah, I thought those were a little interesting. It could just be the house settling. I don't think it was the neighbours because they do sound like they're coming from inside the house, but you know, that's always a possibility too. So yeah, it's up to you if you believe that these noises are paranormal. I ended up going to the local shop because I wanted to get some milk and some coffee because it's going to be a long night. I am feeling so tired. I did not get much sleep last night because I've been really anticipating, let's say, coming here. But I've just been so tired, so I decided to get some milk, some coffee, and I have a Red Bull too, just in case, just to give me all of the energy because, again, there is no way I'm falling asleep. Might be tired, but I'm not falling asleep. I will say that I drank a whole little bottle of Prosecco on the way here. There's no alcohol allowed to be drank on the premises. That's absolutely fine. I didn't drink a single drop of it here. On the walk from the shop to here, I drank all of this. I had to. You deprive me of my Prosecco? That's not on. That's the scariest part of being here, is being separated from a Prosecco. So I did actually read up to page 53 of Nun Massacre. This is actually only like 177 pages. I mean, this is how much I've read. And yeah, 53 pages in. And you know what? I'm really liking it so far. The first chapter was very brutal. Very, very brutal. I feel like it's okay to say this because, again, I don't want to do any spoilers. But yeah, it's set in the past when this massacre happened, like on the night of that happening. And there is this like young girl wandering around this school, which is a Catholic school, and it's run by nuns. And one of the nuns ends up running into this young girl, she's called Dani, in the halls. And she's like, Dani, what are you doing? And this little girl is quite creepy. Like, quite creepy. Things happen. This nun goes through the school, like, patrolling it, kind of. And she comes across a door, and there's blood coming out from underneath it. She opens the door, and there's, like, 20 students dead inside. And then she herself is chased by a killer. So I was reading it, and I was like... I was getting like quite scared. It's not the best written thing I've ever read, but just the situation, the scenario was very, very scary. Especially since then, like chapter 1, we go to the present day, as in like 1978. We go with like our current cast of characters. Straight away, we're back into the action. They go straight to that school and they're celebrating high school and graduating, and their boyfriends end up coming. Well, there's 3 boyfriends and 4 main female characters. Shouldn't you not, in chapter 4, I think one of them just got killed. Chapter 4. Chapter 1 is when they get to like the school and stuff, so I'm just like, wow, it's just started straight away. And it has so many of those like tropes that get characters, like really dumb characters, into these situations. And honestly, I low-key love it. I do. Because if it wasn't for their bad decisions, like me being in this house right now, we wouldn't have this book. Just like you wouldn't have this video. But no, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't think any of the characters are standing out right now. A lot of their names are blurring together because they're like very common names, like Mary and Barbara and things like that. Anyway, so good. I will try and find better places to film because the lighting situation cannot carry on this way. It cannot. But it has gotten so much darker now, and I feel like it might be time for our first little paranormal investigation. Okay, I am gonna start setting things up. I'm gonna turn on all of the lights while I do that because I want to do my investigation on the stairs. Like, that's what I first want to do. And yeah, with the lights off, I'm just getting like a little bit freaked out. So I'm gonna turn all the lights on, get things put where they need to be put. So I do have my cat balls, and I'm also going to be using the Ghost Tube app, which I will explain as I turn on all the lights because I feel like talking will like really help me. So where is the light switch for the stairway? So Ghost Tube is an app that was literally where the hell is the light switch? Oh my god, it's like all the way over there. It's over there by the door. It's like I need to like go into the darkness for me to turn the light on. For God's sake. Okay, I'm going to do that. Ghost Ship is an app that was made by Amy and Jared from Amy's Crypt. And it's essentially... Hang on, 2 seconds. I'll explain it first and then I'll go in the darkness. And I don't want to explain it like in every single video I do. I will most likely just put like links to the website and stuff down in the description box so you can like research all of the Ghost Tube apps and like how they work. But essentially... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you, God. Oh my god. Oh, my heart. Sorry. I thought I saw something. On the stairs. I'm shaking. I don't think you can see, but I've got like goosebumps. Oh my god. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Genuinely thought I saw something at the bottom of the stairs there. It was probably just a shadow. It was probably my shadow, to be honest. It could have been my shadow, it could have been my microphone, it could have been anything. But oh my god, my heart almost stopped. Let me get back to explaining. The apps, they use the magnetometer in your phone to, how do they fucking work again? I'm so scared. Okay, I'm just going to leave a link to the website and you can check out how it actually works. I've explained it in my past like haunted videos, so I don't need to do it again. I'll probably just freak myself out, to be honest. It probably was nothing. It probably was nothing, but I'm going to have to go in the darkness to turn the light on. Right. Okay. Right, here we go. Oh my god. Right. Right. Okay. Everything seems fine. I'm going to put the ghost balls on the stairs. I'm also going to move these so that they're more in front of the stairs so I can see up the stairs. God, honestly, guys, I'm telling you. Oh, look, there's some marbles as well, actually. I was told I should put marbles down on the floor and stuff. To be honest, after that, I don't think I want to get too deep into this investigation stuff. I'm genuinely freaking out. Okay. Right, I'll move. I think this is a chair, so... Oh, wait, hang on. It's all attached, okay. I'm going to move that so that it's in front of the stairs. Just so I can see better, you know? And I'll sit on there. I think I'm also going to put maybe a couple of dolls on the stairs, like Adelaide's Haunted Horizons did. Honestly, now the lights are on, I'm starting to feel better, but God grief, I got the shock of my life. One there. One there. One there. Oh my God. Did I... The bedroom light? Did I leave the light on by accident? When I first came up here. Was that me? I genuinely can't remember. But I thought I turned that bedroom light off when I left. Because I haven't been upstairs since, I promise. Also, I wanted to check to see if those things have moved. How? I'm positive I turned that light off. Right, how do I turn the light on in here? How do I... Is it this? Oh, there we go. I think those are in the same place I put them on there. I think they are. So that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Okay, good. But seriously, I swear. I don't know which doll to put on the stairs. I feel weird putting one on the stairs now. Have a look in the parents' room. Oh God. Oh God. I'm literally, you know what, the lights are on. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm like, should I put one of these dolls? Now they're like porcelain dolls. I don't want to damage any of them. So I'm not going to do any of them. Okay. That's fine. Gonna probably have to be this one. I'm just going to put her there in front of the pram. I'll turn the capbles on. So these are only supposed to go off when they're touched. So like, there we go. See, touched it, goes off. So if any of these go off, I'm in danger, girl. But now it's time to get the phone, turn all the lights off, and set up Ghost Tube to actually start the investigation. I can't believe I got the fright of my life. Turn the lights off in the living room. Time to turn the lights off in the kitchen. Honestly, why am I doing this? Alright, I've got my torch. Okay, lights are off. It's just my reflection. It's fine. Oh God, It's turning this off. It's turning the lights off on the stairs. That's gonna get me. Everything's still in place. Good grief. Oh, hello. How are you doing? If you do not know, I'm a very famous ghost hunter called Gavin, from How to Train Your Gavin. And I am just here for the night. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry for imposing. I really don't mean to, but here I am for the shits and giggles, you know. So I'm inviting you to talk to me. If you would be so inclined, it would be great just to find out who you are. Is there anybody here? Or did you like your Domino's as well? That's what I want to know. Did you like your pizza? Very, very quiet. Hey, good grief. Just me. I think I'm like very, very grateful that nothing's coming through. So grateful. It really does show you though that these apps are legit. Like GhostTube is legit. It doesn't just throw out random words just because, you know? Like it doesn't go off when I'm at home either. Like nothing's coming through. Absolutely nothing's coming through. Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout. Oh, you want me to come upstairs? Did you turn the bedroom light on before? Was that you? Because I don't think I left that bedroom light on. I genuinely don't. I'm sure I turned it off. I could be wrong, but I won't know until I'm home and I can check the phone.
Imbecile.
Imbecile? Are you calling me an imbecile? Are you calling me an imbecile? Did I actually leave the bedroom light on and I just forgot? I mean, to be fair, if that's actually what happened, yeah, I am an imbecile. Oh, but that's the first word you speak to me with. Imbecile. What an insult. What is it with these spirits insulting me everywhere I go? When I was at Golden Fleece Inn. Okay, let me just get back to me. Oh, that doesn't help. Oh, God, that doesn't help either. Jesus. When I was in a Golden Fleece Inn, I got some insults hurled at me there too. I was very offended. Just like I'm kind of offended with the imbecile thing. How rude. Yeah, bitch. Mr. Monk, are you here? Are you here, Mr. Monk? Is there anybody here? Fred? Would you prefer to be called Fred? Mr. Nobody? Do you have any questions for me? Since I'm such a big, famous ghost hunter. Push that doll down. Go on. I dare you. Push the pram. But whatever you do, do not push that clock because I'm pretty sure I would get in trouble with the landlord. Touch one of the cat balls. Mr. Monk, if you are here, I heard you do like young girls and you have murdered some. Why? Why did you do that? That was so horrible. You say I'm the imbecile?
Annoying.
Annoying? Oh my God. You think I'm... Oh, what are these insults? Excuse me. Excuse me. Seriously. Annoying. Imbecile. Oh my God. Like, it's like, you know, I'm a rookie. It's like, you know that I'm not really a professional ghost hunter, okay? You've exposed me. You've exposed me. I can't believe you said I'm annoying and an imbecile, though. That's so mean. That's so mean. But whoever you are, please just come forward. Tell me more about you. What do you like to do? What do you like to do in your spare time? You know, when you're not haunting houses. And if you're not the Mr. Monk, Are you one of the girls he killed? Do you want me to come upstairs? I really didn't want to go upstairs. But we're getting nothing down here. Looks like we're going upstairs. Oh, I really didn't want to. Okay, I'm upstairs. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to tell me? Oh, literally, I cannot stay up here too long. I swear this is like the last time I come upstairs. The last time. Oh my god. Are these your dolls? Do you like to play with them? I'm sorry, I cannot stay up here. I don't know why it freaks me out so much, but it does. Last room. Portal? Yes, no, maybe. Oh god. Oh. Okay, brilliant. Good talk. Yeah. Thanks for everything you said. Thanks for all the insults. Oh no. Oh god, it was just the floor. It's just the floor being very squeaky. Right, turn the lights on. I'm sorry. Okay. That was probably the last time I go upstairs. I don't think I'm going upstairs again. Okay guys, I'm freaking out just a little bit here because I set up this camera on the stairway while I went into the living room to watch Ali from Hardback Order on Twitch, as I always do on a Tuesday night. And yeah, I thought I would see if any of the capitals went off with me not there, or if anything would happen. So none of the capitals went off, which I'm not too surprised at, but I have sped up the footage 2000%. Because something else really interesting does happen, and I'm just going to let you see it for yourselves. That was a definite click from the light switch upstairs. In that room where I thought I turned the light off before. Maybe I did, and it just turned on by itself, like it's just done here. I can't explain that. It's on for quite some time before it goes off again, which I'm not going to cut through or anything, just so you guys can see it in all its glory, essentially. There it is turning off, which is so weird, considering nothing else happened. I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned, not gonna lie. Was that long enough? I feel like that was long enough. The battery's about to die anyway, so seems to be very quiet today. Probably just new. But anyway, sorry, yeah. Been watching Ali. for comfort. It's currently 1:10 a.m. and I am ready to read some more Nun Massacre. I really wanted to make myself a coffee because this is going to be an all-nighter. I'm definitely going to be up all night, absolutely no question. But I had a closer inspection of the kettle and I don't want to use that kettle. So even though I got the milk and the coffee from the shop, I should have checked the kettle first. So how am I going to get through tonight without coffee or alcohol is beyond me. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to read for 30 minutes because that's how long I have on the, 29 minutes now on the memory card. And I do have another memory card, but I wanted to use the rest of this one up. So I want to read for the next 29 minutes. I do have some cat balls outside of the door there. So in case anything happens, maybe something that might set it off. Who knows? But guys, it's been a very quiet night, which I'm not hating. I'm not hating. But I do got my Red Bull. Well, at least there's better light in here. I probably feel the safest in the kitchen, not gonna lie. I think because even though it still looks quite dated, good grief. Sorry, there's flies in here, just like a Chillingham Castle, but I know they're just normal flies. It's not a sign of the devil, but I'm getting more flashbacks to the twin bedroom in Chillingham Castle. So, my nerves are shot. I don't think anything happened again during that reading session in terms of the cat balls, but I am now on page 105 of Nun Massacre. And guys, I'm really enjoying this. It's so much fun. People are dying left, right and centre. It's literally a killer nun chasing people with a big ass knife through this abandoned school. It feels so teen slasher that I would honestly love to see this adapted. You know, when you just want the characters to do silly things and get themselves into trouble? Yes. I mean, the dialogue isn't great. It isn't great. It's not the best written, again, as I mentioned. But it gives me some, like, kind of Clown in a Cornfield vibes. Clown in a Cornfield is definitely better written. And that one's like a genuine 100% 5-star from me when I first read it. This is feeling more like a 4-star unless, I don't know. I mean, it could potentially be a 5. If I'm rating on purely enjoyment, then maybe it does deserve a 5-star. Finally, a 5-star read at one of these haunted location reading vlogs. I am shooketh. There's actually more chance of poltergeist activity happening than me giving a book a 5-star at one of these haunted locations. It's... I am so tired. It is 2:10 a.m. I still have a bit of Red Bull left. I might dig into some more dominoes. I do have a couple more investigations I want to do. I have some really fancy new tech that I have as well from GhostTube that I want to try out. So I'll continue reading, I'll continue watching Ali on Twitch, and yeah, the all-nighter continues. But I really wish that I had coffee. I really do. It's currently 3:22 a.m. and who's scaring who now, bitch? To all the OGs, you may have seen me wear this face mask before. Thing is, though, I did almost choke to death on it the last time, so maybe it wasn't a good idea to wear it this time. It's definitely not an invitation to choke me tonight, Daddy Monk. Honestly, I'm so sad we've barely had any Monkussy action tonight. Yeah, this is already failing because I can feel it entering my mouth. Peas for poltergeist. It's a poltergeist party. Pee for poltergeist. It's a poltergeist party, yay! But I think it's time to do some more investigating. It's Black Monk of Pontefract versus Cruella. It's Cruella de Vil versus the de Vil who lives in this house. Anyway, I haven't even turned the lights off yet. Can you wait a second? Did I just see that come? Look at it in that kind of party. Let's turn the lights off. Oh, wait, no, I need me torch. Right, okay, I'm already getting shivers. Like, why do these apps make me feel shit? Oh my god, the sun is already starting to come up. It's only 3:22 a.m. Probably like 3:25 a.m. now. Okay. Further what? I'm going to do this in the living room. I'm going to turn the light off in here too. Oh god.
Bit of bullshit.
The thing is, though, I can never understand what this says. I don't understand. Huh? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. It's been an interesting night, hasn't it? Quiet, but interesting. The ghosts of Golden Fleece Inn are really showing you up right now, Mr. Monk. I actually surprisingly got so much activity at Golden Fleece Inn, and I haven't had anything here, I don't think, other than when I literally shit me knickers before.
And time.
In time.
Sanction.
Yeesh. Want me to move around? Just me and my ghost holes. Okay, this is my favourite one. Hi. It's me again. Mr. Annoying. The imbecile.
Camera.
Camera, yeah. Yeah. I'm using a camera. Although this is just my phone. Let's see. My camera is actually right there. The actual camera's right there. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I don't know where I'm looking.
Bring it to me.
Bring what to you? The camera? Where are you? Where are you? Where do you want me to take the camera? I'll bring it to you. But I need to know where you are first. Where are you? Shall I go over to the camera? There's the camera. Hello. I feel like I'm scarier than the freaking ghost of 30 East Drive at the minute, to be honest. You make your match, aren't you? Seems like we've gone quiet again. I'm not going back upstairs. So if you're upstairs, you ain't getting the camera. Do you have a favourite song? Joe? Are you here, Joe?
Hell.
Oh my god. Is that where Joe is? Or I did ask where you were. I did ask where you were. Hell.
Thought I heard a creak upstairs. Well, if you're in hell, you can't be here, can you? Got you there.
Please leave.
Please leave. No. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I will. I absolutely will. Just give us a few hours, okay? Give us a few hours. I'm checking out in the morning. I know you don't like us. I know you find me annoying and an imbecile. But I can't leave until the morning. I apologise. But while I'm here, let's make the most of it. Let's get to know one another. Are you the Black Monk of Pontefract? Oh, I've got case like this on my bookshelf. Did you get them from the same place? Amazon. Should I have a look in the call room? In here? I'm not sitting in there. Absolutely stinks. Is the well underneath here? In the kitchen? Like, can you see? Look, it's getting light outside. It's getting light outside. Wow. Wow. See, I'll be leaving soon. So I know you want me to leave. I just think ghosts don't like me. I really do. Or like whatever's out there. Communicating. I just heard a noise. Was that you? Are you trying to make me leave? Also, I'm not kidding, guys. But if you look over there, looks like there's some red in the sky. You know what they say? Red sky at morning, shepherd's warning. Well, shy. So I managed to get myself on GhostTube Lens, which you can use with GhostTube See It, which is the first time I've ever used this app.
Wish me luck.
GhostTube See It uses your mobile device's actual sensors to detect fluctuations in the environment and uses those select words from the pre-populated word bank. It runs those selected words through an advanced artificial intelligence algorithm to produce unique AI-generated visuals. I'm just reading this off the website. You can download it as well if you would like to. Links in the description. But yeah, let's see how my first time goes using GhostTube See It and GhostTube Lens.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
It's also so weird because I cannot see anything around me right now. Oh god. So yeah, if there's anyone here on the stairs, please show me what you look like. Honestly, I feel so awful having my back to the rest of the stairs, like my back to the upstairs landing. This is really creeping me out. So can we like hurry this along, Mr. Monk? Is there someone on the stairs with me right now? Is there someone behind me? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm seeing a building. Looks like a really fancy building. Is this maybe where you went at some point, Mr. Monk? Or whoever is here with me now? Is it some kind of school, maybe? Or some kind of bank? Does something still haunt 30 East Drive? It's probably not as effective with the lights on, but I cannot do this in the dark. I'm sorry. Oh, am I speaking to anyone from the Pritchard family by any chance? Oh, what's this? Oh, another building? It looks like a house. Just looks like a normal house. Is this where you lived? Maybe this is where you lived, and the building you showed me before was where you worked? Potentially? It looks like a nice house, though. Oh, what's this? Is it a table? A table? Are those mugs? And I think there's a tablecloth, a white tablecloth. And it looks like maybe somebody was having maybe just afternoon tea. Ooh, are you an afternoon tea fan? I know I am. Hey, these images you're showing me are fantastic. She's really good. But show me you. I want to see what you look like. I want to see who you are. I want to go to the living room. But I kind of don't want to take this off. Where's my... Oh, well, I was going to be like, where's my phone? But it's it's there. Right, okay. I should probably take this off before I move. I kind of don't want to, though. Okay, let's just move into the living room. Since nothing's happening here. This is honestly so cool. Okay. I'm nearly there. Oh, okay. Something came through as I was moving. It looks like someone walking on a beach. It looks like a man. It looks very lonely, actually. Looks very lonely. Is that you? Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. You don't know, you don't know you're dead. Do you know you're dead? Are you coming to the tree? Strung up a man, they say, who murdered 3. Sorry. I just randomly thought that song from the Hunger Games. Unless maybe the reason why you haven't done anything to me all night is because you like me? Is that the reason? Do you actually like me? Stop. Again, if this app was fake, it would be throwing things at me all the time, but it's not. Come on, Mr. Monk. You know you want this. You know you want... Wait, hang on, no. Oh, I'm too old for you anyway, apparently. My phone battery's probably going to die before you even show me something else, you know. Is this what you're trying to do? I see right through you. No pun intended. Since you're a ghost. Oh, someone's coming through. Perfect. Yes. What is it? Oh. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, I wasn't even fucking recording that. Shit. Okay, now I'm recording. Oh man, I wasn't even recording whatever the freaky, whatever tree witch's hat thing that you showed me was. Were you alive during the time of the witch trials then? The legend of the monk was a long time ago. It could have been 16th, 17th century. Is that when you were born? And is that when you died? Oh, thank you. You showed me something. Is that? Oh gosh, okay. It looks like someone, I definitely say crosses. A grave? I think I say a grave. And somebody kneeling down and praying. Maybe. I can't tell if it's a man or a woman. Is this you? Or is that your grave? Who died? Who was it? And who is that mourning? Your mum/dad, because I can't tell if they were man or woman. Let me see who killed you. And tell me, was it the Black Monk of Pontefract? Mr. Nobody? Fred? Is that a baby? Oh, is that you as a baby? I definitely see a baby, unless it was the baby that killed you. Or maybe... I can't tell. It looks like two women with a baby in the middle. Is that your mother? Thank you for showing me that. You've shown me death. And now you've shown me life. Any malevolent spirits that reside here, that have apparently taken a fucking night off. Give me your final word. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, gravestones. Okay, I did ask for something scary, and you've given me something scary. Okay, perfect. Is this where you're buried? Is this where you're buried, by any chance? Is this a cemetery in Pontefract? I say tombstones, I say trees. Very creepy. Thank you so much for showing me something creepy. That was perfect. Honestly, I do appreciate that. Oh. Oh. Oh, is this Egypt? What? I'm going to Egypt next year. Yes, it's my next Trover trip. Oh my god, guys. The trip is actually going live at the end of this month. If this is a sign. This is a sign that you need to book a trip to Egypt with me. Link in the description. If you fancy checking it out. Looks like a great trip. I cannot wait. But it's interesting. Egypt. What has Egypt got to do with 30 East Drive? But yes, my trip's getting fully announced soon. Okay, what's this? Is this an anchor? It looks like an anchor. Okay. Maybe someone lost their life at sea? Or maybe someone who lived here lost someone at sea. Anchor. But also the metaphor of anchor. Maybe a ghost is anchored here. And maybe the Egyptian thing that showed up before was mainly to do with the afterlife, maybe. Maybe it had something to do with that. And like the way that people in Egyptians perceive the afterlife and what happened to people after they die. And then the anchor is something, a spirit is anchored here. Maybe it's not like a literal anchor, but of the metaphorical sense. I mean, the lightness, again, is still terrible. Oh, that was a long one. The battery's going to die. I'm going to see if anything comes through on just the app itself, because the app itself does still work too. But I'm just desperate to see this monk. I'm just desperate to see if I can see him. We found love in... Oh. Oh. Looks like some kind of man with glasses. What's that in front of him? Is it a gravestone? And it looks like there's some green entity behind him. Could that be Joe? Could that be Joe? And the green entity behind him, is that the monk? Is that the Black Monk of Pontefract? And was he looking at his own gravestone? Is that what that was? Yeah, there's definitely some kind of green entity behind him. That's terrifying. That kind of did freak me out, that. Black Monk of Pontefract. Come out wherever you are. Oh, okay, what's this? Some kind of castle? Is that Pontefract Castle? Oh, is this where you worked, Mr. Monk? Is that where you worked? That does look like it could have been Pontefract Castle. I mean, I don't know what Pontefract Castle bloody looks like. I thought I heard a noise. Awesome. Is this where you worked? Oh, cool, Mr. Monk. 6:44 a.m.
I survived my night in 30 East Drive. Before I wrap up my stay here, I did manage to finish Nun Massacre by Regina Watts. This definitely lost me about halfway through, and while it was still good and I still really enjoyed it, I thought it was dumb fun. It is like a bad slasher, but one that you purposefully watch because it's a bad slasher. But I was hoping this would be a good slasher by the end. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's like a trashy slasher, which isn't always bad. It isn't always a bad thing. So overall, I think it was very scary. The killer nun, killing off the characters one by one, being set in this really scary looking school. All great, all fab. I think this could have done with a few more edits, maybe having a bit more description, just make that more immersive, that more frightening. There were definitely a lot of coincidences by the end of it. There was a specific coincidence that happened that I just, it was too convenient. I genuinely felt like the writer had no idea how else to write this, other than like the really easy route that they went with. Wasn't the biggest fan of the ending or the twist that happens in it either, but I would give this 4 stars still because I had such a fun time, and reading it here in 30 East Drive made it that much more exciting. So a really decent book read at a haunted location, finally. And I haven't had any coffee. I think I might check out 30 East Drive early so that I can go and get some coffee. In terms of the haunting at 30 East Drive, I feel okay about not that much happening. I feel like I believe it more because I think if everybody who came to 30 East Drive experienced something, that would be a little bit sus. That would be sus. No, I feel like what happened with me at 30 East Drive, yeah, I thought I saw something at the bottom of the stairs. That definitely freaked me out. But that could have been anything. Could have been a shadow. Could have been something from outside spilling in. Could be trick of the light. Could be me being silly, you know? So that could have been anything. But that was probably the scariest part for me, personally. I haven't checked the footage or anything yet. So who knows? Maybe something else happened while I wasn't looking. But also the image that came through on GhostTube Seer with the image that I think looks like Joe and a green entity behind him and him looking at a gravestone. I feel like that image that came through was so eerie. The more I think on that image, the more I think, is that the Black Monk of Pontefract? Is that the entity that is here living at 30 East Drive? So that has stayed with me. So yeah, a bit of a quiet night here at this haunted location. But who knows, maybe the next haunted location will be a lot more active. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave all your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Have you ever wanted to come to 30 East Drive? Have I convinced you to come? What did you think? Did you spot anything in the video that I missed? Let me know everything down in the comments. I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons and my One Piece channel members for supporting my channel. If you'd like to join my Patreon or my One Piece channel membership, then all the links are down in the description box. But yeah, I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye.